play. You know, playing Peel as well is definitely possible, but a bit trickier than it is just playing that straight engage role we often see, but I think it's fine. I feel like game 1 and game
Oh, I love it.
DRX have really been okay, but you know, we know that the Corki's going to be a problem later in the game. Now you have this super scaling bot lane of the Ornn and the Senna. And realistically, I don't see a Zayev or Khan providing that much threat to them.
And immediately popping.
Yeah, he realizes.
Drugs. Interesting.
Like, Ona didn't even have... I think he had the information from the blue buff, and he saw...
They're just really wanting these minions to come a little closer, as the Blooming Burst is just frustrating for this Corki to deal with.
Should be able to recall and get a...
Oh, that was sneaky.
You know, the sad thing is that if Satab just held his nerf, he was fine there.
Yeah, he did move a very, 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 very small amount, so maybe that was just enough to move him out of the way. His Grand Entrance once again. No flash here from Carrier. It could be another first blood for DRX as he's burning. The flash comes through and Carrier walks it off. This is what the space was kind of talking about, and that is that naturally T1 are just doing a lot more winning. As Satab, that's an aggressive move. Letter is here though, looks for the knockup, does get it there onto Faker. But he's going to be able to do so in lane as well. And oh man, catches him right on the end as Satab going aggressive. Faker, just flashes, picks that one up. I believe that was the empowered auto there as well. And so Faker, first blood, solo kill. Lance been playing for a while as well as Carrier. Able to get out of the way of the CC, utilizing his Bella's Breath. Pretty handy ability.
Playing with Senna Ornn, you're in a good spot.
Oh yeah. Let's have a look at this one more time. This was... The Valkyries that Satab have been going for have been ambitious.
Yeah, and the problem is he takes full procs off the Q from Faker, so the E just clips him, and then he takes 3 hits off the Q.
This may not get to the Eclipse, Malignance, Mirror Mana situation, as Gumayusi does have to use the flash. There's a Featherstorm, as Carrier trying to get himself out of the way, calls the Ram, and they still manage to get the knockup. Ona finds the stun, max range. Dawning Shadow flies forward as well. And Ona...
What is the point of taking package now?
Well, so that you can get out of this. Nailed it. Sponge going to look for a bit of a shattering strike here. T1 are going to be able to push them away. So, okay, Featherstorm going to be used. Pop Blossom comes down, and that is a dead rel. Nicely picked up there, and Faker grabs yet another one. Good Grand Entrance, though, as there is the Heartbreaker flash to get Ona out of there. He should be all right, as Carrier takes another turret shot as well. Oh, Faker taking a lot of damage underneath this turret as well, but I'm going to put it in the cons column, absolutely, when it comes to DRX early games.
Okay, now they're going top.
Yeah, Ona is going to be able to get Satab here. Does use the flash, but there's the stun. And is he able to do anything? The answer is no, and he also gives the assist.
Yeah.
And Carrier is up a lot of thousands. As, okay, that's a decent engage here from Pleta, finding Zayas, doing a fair bit of damage. Sponge also moving in, but yeah, no, there's the linings are not looking great. For anything at all, as Gumayusi already doing a fair bit of damage here, as we can see. Taking a lot also, as, not quite enough for the Dash Cannon, Pop Blossom, but the knockups are going to be there.
I'm going to go with not worth.
I'm going to say not worth. They're also then here for Ona to rotate down. The rest of the team also coming in. There's a Magnastorm from Sponge as we have a look towards the top side. Pleta finds the quickness. They're looking to lock down Carrier, but...
Does he take damage?
No, not really. He's just trying to turn it around, gets a Featherstorm, and continues walking at them menacingly. Look at him, just trudging down the rift, breaking his own things, and just not really worried about anything at all. Brittle, not going to be procced there onto Sponge, but he also just takes way too much damage as Faker is going to look to support. And now Zayas wanting to find Satab, and he'll find him. And that is a real scary one. Flash does come out, but I don't know whether Satab can escape this. Where's the Valkyrie?
7 seconds.
Yeah, he's really dead.
I don't think you get that long.
And look at the scratch of the head on the player cams there as well. You can see Satab not really happy about how this game is going whatsoever. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it wasn't Zeka's fault. Maybe it was. Maybe it's just T1 are too good at dealing with Corki comps. Maybe that's what it is.
Well, I think the chances of Sponge stealing this pretty
limited.
low.
Yeah, limited.
Those procs, though, maybe no, he doesn't even get those.
All right, well, the Ram comes down. They do manage to catch Pleta here as Ona looks for a little bit more CC. Heartbreaker comes down. Rascal going to be the next target here as Teddy takes the base gate. Yep, Faker is after him. There's a Pop Blossom. Teddy able to avoid that. and that will be able to keep him safe. But he needed Ghost, and he needed Flash in order to get out of it. Didn't have Featherstorm, but would have needed that as well. He could have pressed that button. Pleta still running for his life. Sponge doing the same thing. And yeah, this is a difficult game here for DRX at this point in time. Pleta is going to die, and there's going to be a kill going over to Owner. Now Rascal fighting alongside Satab against Zeus. 2 versus 1. I'm almost favoring the 1 here, but it is going to be Rascal picking it up in the end. As Carrier turns up just a little bit late, and Faker is a little bit distracted by winning the game by the looks of things. Still needs a few more kills like Faker.
He's been hunting for them. You've seen him trying.
Yeah. But you don't win the game, then you definitely can't get the kills.
Yeah, there are more important things at stake right now.
No, precisely. As Rascal looking to turn it here. Carrier going to flash on over, and yeah. Gumushi turns up. He's going to protect his better half. And now, you can see Carrier just going to go back home. Satab may just die here, as yeah, that's a bunch of buttons in his face. I'm pretty sure Rascal pressed a button, but I'm not entirely sure. Pop Blossom going to be channeled here as Sponge is going to dive on into it, looks for a last-ditch attempt as Faker goes golden. He picks up another kill here, that's his 3rd for the game, but he will end up going down. Good package there from Satab, and now he's on the wrong side of this one. Knockup is going to come through onto Zeus. Blade Caller is good, and Zeus will be taken down. But now the Cavalry will turn up. There's another Corki. That's a decent way of dealing with it, I guess, but he's going to take a lot of damage. Teddy on the Fountain is kind of looking like his old self as that Fountain laser. But still, these Nexus turrets are going to be turned to Carrier. Looks for the dive forward. Good Featherstorm there from Teddy to avoid him. But now the Nexus will be taken down, and T1 going to look for that swift 2-0. They will find it. Carrier will die. T1 will get the job done in the end. Decent little dash there from Owner, and he keeps himself alive at the last second. So I think Faker may at least get an interview after this one. It was a great game for him. As you can see here, 600 wins. We'll need another best of 3 to get the 3,000 kills, but I have a feeling he'll find it, you know. And, oh, that was gusto that we saw behind that thumbs up. Faker pretty happy about 600 wins here in the LCK. We even get a second one.
Very strong.
Yes.
And then you also have the Senna, who's scaling really well. And you have the Nico, who's winning lane. It just feels like there's too many threats, really. So even if they do manage to kill someone, there's so much gas left in the tank.
No, it's nutty. It is just nutty. And this is the to be expected result from this series, of course. But the way T1 are playing, it feels like they are ramping up towards maybe finding even more victories in 2024 than they did in 2023, which was marred by the end of the summer season, right? I like things in spring certainly did look good for this squad.
I like this final moment where Owner nearly dies because he was being Corki, and he made the realization, why would I be this anemic Corki?
Yeah. If he had stayed as Viego, the rest of the team may have actually stayed alive as well.
Yeah.
But the entire time, Gumushi was there, and he was...